Welcome back, and live from Takoradi, here are the headlines on the news. Now, results of the DNA test conducted on the human remains found in suspect Samuel Udoterg Wills' home have been completed. The police tests came out to say that the human remains were actually those of the missing Takoradi girls. Here is Acting IGP James Opongbuenu in a news conference Monday.
Many hours of waiting here culminated in a sad announcement by the Acting Inspector General of Police, James Opongbuenu. Well, he is still here, his vehicle still parked here. We also have the Director General of the Criminal Investigations Department in this vehicle, heading home now after the announcement. She's declined any comments, but in there we had members of the Police Management Board. The Acting Inspector General of Police, James Opongbuenu, stated the prime suspect, Samuel Udoterg Wills, upon interrogation, confessed at the CID headquarters that, together with two others, John Oji and John Chika, they kidnapped the girls and sent them by road to Nigeria.
He admitted that he, together with suspects John Oji and John Chika, kidnapped the young girls and sent them by road to a location in Nigeria known as Baby Factory in Anambra State. He, however, denied knowledge of the whereabouts of Ruth Abeka. Between April and July 2019, several surveillance operations were mounted in Onitsha, Awka, Port Harcourt, and Calabar in Nigeria. These were locations where suspect Samuel Udoterg Wills emphatically mentioned at different times as places where the girls were sent, and directed investigation teams too, with the hope of tracing and rescuing the girls.
According to the acting IGP, the prime suspect, Samuel Udoterg Wills, insisted that it was one of his accomplices, John Chika, and a certain Mama Sugoma, who took the girls to Nigeria. We are told that John Chika knew the location of the girls, an allegation he has denied.
Two officials from the Nigerian National Agency for the Protection of Trafficked Persons came to Ghana on 17 June 2019 to assist the police with the investigations. They interrogated both Samuel and Oji at the CID headquarters. These further interrogations did not yield any new actionable information. Effort to locate the girls in Nigeria also yielded no results by July 31st, 2019. The Nigerian leads, ladies and gentlemen, were assessed to have grown cold and unreliable as at that date.
The acting IGP says a search of a septic tank at the home of the prime suspect revealed human remains.
A detailed search of all previously unexamined areas, including a septic tank, resulted in the discovery of material suspected to be human hair. A subsequent draining of fluids from the tank revealed 3 human hairs at the bottom of the tank. In addition, bones suspected to be human remains were retrieved from the septic tank, together with 2 sets of earrings and fingernails with artificial teeth. Samuel Udoterg was questioned about the discoveries, but he provided no coherent responses. On 5th August 2019, a joint team of crime scene investigators and forensic lab experts from the police headquarters, led by the Western Regional Commander, together with Samuel Udoterg, visited the vicinity of the uncompleted residence where he had been rearrested. A water well was discovered around 7 p.m. With the benefit of lessons from the 2nd August discoveries, the Ghana National Fire Service was engaged to empty the well. This led to the discovery of a human skull, which was fresher than the 3 found in the septic tanks. Additionally, parts of a dress found earlier in the other house on 2nd August 2019 was also uncovered at this location. Again, Samuel Udoterg provided no coherent answers to questioning at the scene. However, the dress found was identified by Mantibia's father as belonging to his 15-year-old daughter. The remains discovered were subjected to DNA tests, the results of which have now been communicated to the families.
There was controversy after the Director General of the Criminal Investigations Department, Mamitiwa Adodankwa, stated they knew the location of the girls. The acting IGP says confessions from the suspect and intelligence from Nigeria made investigators believe they knew the location of the girls.
The evaluation of this confession and other intelligence reports from Nigeria on the location and modus operandi of this baby factory culminated in an assessment by the investigation team at this stage that they had a fair idea of the location of the girls and that it would be possible to bring them home.
The acting IGP, on behalf of the Ghana Police Service, expressed condolences to the family.
A few minutes ago, officers of the Ghana Police Service informed 4 families in Takoradi in the western region of Ghana that DNA tests conducted on some human remains discovered in the course of police investigations into the disappearance of 4 missing girls had turned positive as the remains of the girls. The Ghana Police Service has, with regret, therefore informed the families that the remains are those of Ruth Abaka, Priscilla Blessing Bintum, Ruth Love Kwezin, and Priscilla Kranche. The Ghana Police Service expresses its condolences to their families.
With a report on last night's press conference by the IGP. We're here live in Takoradi and we'll be bringing you more on that story. Now, as thousands of junior high school leavers report to senior high schools this week, there are several hundreds who guaranteed, as at least not for now. Some of them thronged to the Solution Center at the Black Star Square to attempt to get solutions to their school placement challenges. Now, Komla Adum reports that at least 3 students and an adult woman passed out as chaos broke out at the square on Monday.
Under the sweltering sun, the junior high school leavers and their parents queued, hoping to get their placement challenges addressed.
Just see the crowd. Just see the crowd. When am I going to be attended? So it looks like the authorities should do something about this matter. In fact, this system looks like a crap. It should be scrapped.
I went for the placement. I saw it was there. That's what the Kumasi High, with aggregate and everything. They said I should come back to bring the child. I took my son. I was there just to tell me that the system has gone off. How could they want to commit suicide?
Frustration, confusion, and anger visible on several faces. As a test of muscle and strength at the entrance of a solution center got intense, some, unable to withstand the chaos, lost consciousness. At least 3 students and an adult woman were rushed to the hospital, but that will not deter the hundreds from pushing for answers. Officials of the Ghana Education Service attempted some answers. Cassandra Chumampofo is Public Relations Officer of the service.
The schools with vacancies online, they have to go there and choose the schools for themselves. So that's the situation that it's happening here, and that's what I'm trying to explain. Most of them are also here because they want to change their courses. They want to change day to boarding, which they chose themselves. The cafe attendants are not helping. They go and because they want money, they don't even allow them to go through the list of schools online because they want to quickly finish with one person and move to another person. So allow them, they just choose a school for them. On Thursday, I issued a release that they were to go back to the portal and do a self-placement again. We said that all those who did self-placement from between Monday 9th and then Wednesday 11th, they were to go back and do it again. Because we realized that, when you self-place yourself into a school, the system picks it automatically. And then your name adds onto the school's list. But we realized that it wasn't adding, there was a problem somewhere. And it wasn't affecting. That's why they go back to the school and they are told that their names are not on their list. But that's not supposed to be. That's not how it's supposed to be. So we told them to go back because there was a problem. And that's why, so most of them between Monday and Wednesday, they did it and we told them to go and do it again. And they don't want to go and do the school again. Probably they have gotten a school that they don't want to go and change and all of that. So these are the issues that we are having here.
But the parents and guardians were less than enthused.
No, forward. No, like a at least. Someone who I don't work show. My friend, we see no more. My friend, come on, make I mean collapse. Make I will make it. I will make it. I want intelligence won't be let you because only by happy. Only by.
So he says that they've left their homes, their jobs, and they've come here to attempt to find a solution. But it appears nobody is telling them anything.
Few minutes after midday, an announcement. Aggrieved parents were asked to return on Tuesday.
Unfortunately, our problems have not been solved, and then 10 minutes after 12 exactly, we're told that because of circumstances beyond their control, we should leave and then come back tomorrow. Yeah, but I think it's not the best.
So you're going to come here tomorrow?
Yeah, hopefully, because we want our problems solved, we have to come here tomorrow. But they've not given us any assurance because of what we are seeing here.
Some school leavers had peculiar challenges, like this former pupil of Starlight Preparatory School.
We were registered with a particular index number, and we wrote BC with that index number. When we went to check our results, it came all right. But on the placement, when we checked, they said our index number was wrong.
And that is for you and the rest of your colleagues. How many are you?
We are 7.
The student that had been admitted at the Diaspora Girls Senior High School in the Eastern Region
Jamestown,
was
where
sacked
the Assemblyman
after sleeping on campus for one night.
Went on
to
Sunday.
attack JoyNews' photojournalist David Andor last week has been charged with assault. Ms. Andor was with the JoyNews team and officials from Accra Metropolitan Assembly on the Joy Clean Ghana campaign, seeking to encourage cleanliness when the Assemblyman led a group to scuttle the exercise in the Accra suburb. Now, the Assemblyman's conduct has meanwhile been condemned by the Assembly. JoyNews' Joseph Akable was in court as Mr. Addo pleaded not guilty and was granted bail to the sum of 5,000 cedis with 2 sureties.
Rid Accra of filth had so far been successful till the team visited Jamestown. The Assemblyman said the exercise has the potential of hampering his electoral fortunes. He was asked to report at the Ejabin District Court on Monday.
The state prosecutors first read the charge that had been leveled against Mr. Addo, and in this particular matter, the charge is that of assault. They informed the court that on the said date he had attacked the JoyNews team and pushed down a cameraman, for which reason the state had proffered the said charges against him. Mr. Addo pleaded not guilty, with his lawyers informing the court that he is an assemblyman with an elections upcoming, and so it was important that he's granted bail to enable him show up in court whenever he is needed. He explained that he has a place of abode and is willing to show up in court anytime he is needed to be, so that the case can proceed. The court granted the request as it granted him bail in the sum of 5,000 cedis with 2 sureties. The case has been adjourned to 7th of October 2019 for hearing to continue. Reporting for JoyNews from the Ejabin District Court, my name is Joseph Akable.
Now, amid concerns about abandoned hospital projects in Ashanti region, Komfo-Anokye Teaching Hospital is reporting an increase in outpatient attendance and accompanying pressure on their facilities. Their chief executive, Dr. Ohinebo Usu Danso, said that completion of projects across the city will reduce and ease the situation at the referral center, which serves the northern part of the country. Now, he was speaking at the mid-year review of the hospital in Kumasi and urged expedited action on the resumption of work. Nana Sensu Mensah was there. Here's his report.
The blame is all of us, the country, in terms of the way we have managed our health facilities, establishments. Ashanti region, as the minister was on his tour the last time, officially stated that Ashanti region is about the most poorly served when it comes to health facilities, and therefore it brings a lot of pressure on Komfo-Anokye. If we talk about emergency cases, for instance, we are the only so suited where all critical emergencies end up here, and it's not just here. All the other surrounding regions, in fact, when we used to have 10 regions, now 16 regions, Komfo-Anokye is currently serving about 12 out of the 16 regions currently, and all such cases end up here. And the reason why our accident and emergency and even the wards are almost full from time to time. We have about 7 key hospital projects ongoing. Lucky enough, I think they've gone through all the necessary checks that they needed to do for government to look for additional funding. And I think work is almost resumed on all the projects. As you know, there's the Kumasi project, the Formula project, the Kwai, Kolongo, Tepa, military hospital, and also the regional hospital at Sewa. So when all these hospitals come on board, the expectation is that with the kind of specialist services that they will provide over there, they should be able to take off some of the load for us to be able to improve even the quality of care.
Meanwhile, CATH management says it has installed 25 biometric attendance registration devices to ensure staff punctuality. The system, which electronically registers attendance, also validates input for salaries and promotions. Dr. Ousudanso is optimistic the technology will enhance the hospital's performance.
To improve on punctuality to work and general discipline among members of staff, management completed the installation of 25 finger biometric attendance registration devices throughout the hospital. The system, apart from helping to electronically register the presence of members of staff at work, it will also be used subsequently as the basis for the validation of staff salaries, promotions, and other human resource functions. I would therefore urge all members of staff to fully sign in and out of work by using the devices in their operational areas so that they are not found wanting when the system is being used to assess their punctuality and attendance at work.
Nana Asensumensa reporting.
Okay, we've gotten to.
Yeah. Okay. Right, and that's where we bring the bulletin to an end. Coming up next, of course, is the newspaper review. Mama Biosua Boje will be joining you with that. Roland Walker is also all the way out there at the Black Star Square with the latest as parents seek to place their children in secondary schools.